elite wrestling countries always are in the mix for a world title, and now they... And here we go, 2 hours of some of the best wrestling in the world. United States will come out in the red with Richards, the two-time All-American.
Watch the sport of wrestling knows that the Iranians are the most passionate fans in the sport of wrestling, so...
Richards fires the opening salvo. Fireman's there from Momeni. Richards then thrust him over for the exposure and two. So Momeni shot in, looked like he was in a pretty good position. A cling onto the left leg, and now he's close to coming out the backside, and he does. And Richards is able to get the takedown, which should seal it for the United States here at 57 kilos. Momeni went for the shot. Richards peeled through the backside. And Zane Richards delivers for the USA, and they go up 1-0.
Eating up this home turf crowd, gets his hand raised and
from the United States of America, Seth Gross.
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Rahman Elahi.
One of the youngest competitors in the field, both for the men.
From the United States of America, Seth Gross.
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Rahman Elahi.
One of the youngest competitors in the field, both for the men. Seth Gross for the United States, the 26-year-old. He took 5th at the World Championships in Belgrade. El Hali, 17 years old, the reigning. Go behind action by Gross, and he will crumble the young Iranian down for the first two. Here's where Gross can be tough. Sticks in the legs. Rolls El Hali over for 2 more and a 4-0 lead. Those long legs when they get in. Usually damage follows for the opponent.
and just the leverage that he's able to create when he gets his legs in and sticks his toes in the mat.
Sucks him back the other way for 2 more. Gross making some hay from parterre in a 6-0 lead. Still has his grip. And he will turn him for 2. And 1 more back the other way. And the United States will win by technical superiority. To nothing.
Well, we knew this duel was going to be fireworks from start to finish. I think the first 2 matches were really just a warm-up. We just pulled out a couple sparklers. Now is really where the fireworks start coming in.
We go 65 kilos. Wearing the red, from the United States of America, Yanni Diakamahalan.
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Rahman Amuzad Khalili.
It is a rematch of the 2022 World Championship. They met for a world gold in Belgrade and now in Coralville on a chilly night in December. What will round two have in store? Diakomihalis in the red, Khalili in the blue. Now you go back, Christian, to the World Championship match between these two, and Khalili was able to get to his underhooks, especially in the second period. That's when he cranked up the offense.
Yeah, and one thing you notice about Khalili is his arms are like the length of most people's legs. And because of that, he's able to generate a lot of leverage when he gets to his underhooks and you know, really create a lot of pressure and generate offense from there. So, you know, he's a
first real scoring opportunity for Diakomihalis, trying to work his way around, and he gets the takedown, and the two immediately goes right into a gut. Unable to muster any type of turn from parterre, and we go back to the feet.
And that was a nice outside shot by Yanni in the boot scoop. Wow, lightning quick.
Same move here by Diakomihalis. Comes back in underneath. Khalili lifting him up and over the top. Will do it a second time, and this time he will get the two. First time, no points awarded. Second time, he was able to get the exposure, and we're tied at 4. Criteria swings to Khalili. The young 20-year-old for Iran, victorious 5-4, your final. Rahman Amuzad Khalili. As you talked about, Christian, the respect between these two athletes, both young superstars in the sport. The tunnel.
We wrestle 70 kilos in the red. From the United States of America, Alex Pantaleo.
His opponent in the blue singlet of Team Iran, Amir Yazdani.
6-year-old.
And Yazdani comes out with the patented roll and jump. You see that from his.
There's Pantaleo in on the first strike and 2 for the Americans. Alex Pantaleo gets the takedown. Squeezes right above the belly button, trying to hook up.
And get to those quick attacks and quick finishes.
Speaking of quick, lightning quick right there from Pantaleo. For the second time, he has the takedown, and he extends his lead. Tries to roll over the American and gets the control for 2. Now can he get a turn? He trails 4-3. All he needs is one turn, and he gets it near the edge with 3 seconds to go. Late magic from Yazdani.
And 3.
First outside because head from down wrestle touch outside, and here is out, no points, and challenge won.
So a huge review that goes for the favor of the United States. The head by Pantaleo down before the gut wrench, and now the American just trying to hold on, and he does. 4-3, Pantaleo, as it went down to the wire, and it went to the replay table. And 4-3 your final. The United States comes out on top.
A great match.
#74 kilos, wearing the red for the United States of America, Jason No!
His opponent in the blue singlet of Team Iran, Mohammed Firouz.
State. Weight normally occupied for the American Kyle Dake, and off we go at 74 kilos. North for the U.S., Firouz in the blue for Iran. The United States behind Pantelio, a 3-1 lead now. North with a 1-0 advantage. So the American does a good job of sticking with his shots. Now here comes Firouz. Again on the side attack here.
Nice arm drag. Able to get behind there and beat that activity.
Critical win for Iran.
Wow.
And it's now 3-2. 2-1 your final. Mohammed Firouz victorious.
And if you're an Iranian wrestling fan, you really would have liked to have that win at 70 kilos when you lead 3-2 going into Jordan Burroughs compared to losing.
For the United States of America, Jordan Burroughs.
His opponent in the blue for Team Iran, Ali Savad.
Jordan Burroughs for the United States. 6 world championships, 1 Olympic gold. Has represented the United States in 11 world and Olympic championships, dating back more than a decade, 2011, when he burst onto the scene for the USA, taking on Ali Savad.
Well, Sean, I didn't think that man needed an introduction. But
Burroughs 2-0 yesterday. Burroughs sweeps for a leg, comes up empty.
Burroughs looking to increase his activity, and look at that. He gets the takedown in the lace just as the activity clock expires.
clock in his head said shoot. He did. Gets the 2 and right at
Good, clean, committed leg attack.
comes right back in on the second. Switches to the double and gets his first takedown. So Savad, a little bit of life, gets the 2, cuts the lead in half.
Getting Burrows' elbows pretty wide.
How about this development? Savad with back-to-back takedowns, and now he has the gut wrench, and he will turn Burrows. And a 6-4 lead for Savad. 6 unanswered. Iran picks up a huge win at 79 kilos. A career win for Ali Savad behind a monstrous second period as he defeats Jordan Burrows. Criteria the determining factor, and Iran ties it up at 3. And how about the lineup change for the Iranian coaches? Not inserting Noko Kilorami, but going with Ali Savad. And you see Savad and the tribute to Jordan Burrows, the world icon. But this is a moment that Savad will always remember. The 24-year-old comes up clutch.
I could be wrong, but I believe that's the first Iranian that Burrows has ever lost to. So, huge win for the Iranians, and really not just in the individual match, but that puts them back in the duel now.
Tied at 3. It's 86 kilos.
From the United States of America, Saeed Valencia.
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Alireza Karimi.
Alireza Karimi, 28 years old. He's a big 86-kilo wrestler as he steps up. 3-time world medalist for Iran, taking on Zahid Valencia. He tries to go to work early on Karimi in the battle at 86 kilos, and suddenly a very tight duel, and there goes Valencia. Man, this guy is on a mission this weekend at core of the 2 quick points out of the gate. Immediately gets into a wrench, loses his handle, and we should go back to the feet. What have you noticed from Zahid Valencia?
I mean, he came out punching, you know, he came out firing, and I think, you know, you see your leader, Jordan Burrows, lose a tough match, a really unexpected match, and, you know, you've got to be fired up and say, I've got to, you know, really show out for my team. And we look at the team score right now, 3-3. How important is that challenge at 70 kilograms? Where Pantaleo was losing and then he was winning. A really huge turn of events in the team race here.
So much depth at this weight for these 2 countries, 2 of the best wrestlers on the planet. When you look at Hassan Yazdani for Iran and the great David Taylor for the United States. So here's Karimi, the battle-tested veteran this weekend in Corville, and an opportunity for Valencia for the United States. And he gets right back to his fireworks for 2 more. Weekend for Zahid Valencia. The Americans needed his performance tonight.
And a big win. And really, the difference I've seen in this dual meet so far is the Americans knowing how to wrestle on the edge. They've saved themselves so many scares and so many opportunities for the Iranians to score by just staying grounded and just knowing the situation. So a nice win for Valencia at 86 kilos, 4-3 now for USA.
His opponent in the blue from Team Iran, Amir Hossein Firouz.
Amir Hossein Firouz is one of the younger competitors.
92 kilos. Nathan Jackson versus Amir Firouz.
Jackson straight on double. Bingo. 4 points right out of the gate. 18 seconds in. 4 gets confirmed by the judge. Jackson attacking. We saw this from him yesterday as well. He was able to get to an early double in his match.
And, you know, as you've kind of been talking about, Jackson has developed so well.
Go with it because it wasn't the original 2 that they called.
Gotcha.
And Jackson is going to catch Firouz on his side. And now Nate Jackson for the United States had Firouz in some danger, but the Iranian gets back to his.
And looking for a
That's going to be 2 for Firouz as he was able to thrust Jackson up and over. And it gets him a little bit closer. Still has that reverse position inside the crotch. Flips his whole body weight to the opposite side of Jackson. Jackson then clings to that lower leg, switches to the 2, and gets the takedown.
just great transition wrestling for Jackson to seal the deal. Brings the American crowd to their feet.
Nate Jackson grew up in the Chicago area. His family in attendance tonight. A chance to watch him. An 8-4 victory for the United States. And after Iran had picked up, at the time, was a huge pivotal swing victory. At 79 kilos, the Americans have responded. Back-to-back wins by USA. First Valencia, and now Nate Jackson. Both he and Reese Humphrey smiles as he makes his way in front of the American crowd inside this arena. And the entire
7 kilos, wearing the red for the United States of America, Kyle Snyder!
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Kamran Gasimpour.
heading into the week, everybody was hoping to see this matchup. Would Gasimpour bump up to 97 kilos, the two-time world champion at 92, won the world title in 21 and 22, and the answer is yes, he will, as he gets ready to take on the American Kyle Snyder.
And this is one everyone wanted to see. Goshenpour wanted it, and this is a glimpse into the future as we prepare for the 2024 Olympics. Grab your popcorn. This one is worth the price of admission, your subscription, your cable package, whatever you want to call it, right here. A battle of world champions.
Want to go there with the American, 50 seconds to go. And Snyder just crumbles him down for 2. And the United States can now taste it, possibly up.
And it delivered. It certainly delivered. We anticipated it all weekend. The buzz around the town and the arena. And Kyle Snyder wins the matchup of world champions. And what do people say? History repeats itself? I think that's what they say.
His opponent in the blue of Team Iran, Amirreza Masumi.
Talented young heavyweight for Iran. Again, no world champion Amir Zare. He did not make the trip, so in steps this 18-year-old Masume. Young, strong, towering giant as he is ready to battle Hayden Zilmer for the U.S. Just see the size difference between these two. Not many are going to match the build of Masumi. Tall, wide-shouldered, athletic frame.
And to think he's only 18 years old, and he's probably going to get bigger. So.
And not wasting any time. 2-2 for Masumi. What a weekend it was for this young 18-year-old. Raising his arm in victory, and he did that quite a bit.
So, at 125 kilos, Masumi wins the battle. But America comes out on top. 6 matches to 4, 23 classification points to 16 to defeat Iran. Crown themselves the World Cup champions.
Dan Cable. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your team champions and Team Gold, the United States of America. And ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our 8-year-old wrestler and Team USA ambassador all weekend, John Cook, standing by the flag of the United States on our raised mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask